has this ever happened to you? Do you want to fixate on your smartphone while walking down Fifth Ave without having to worry about colliding with your fellow pedestrians? Meet the Caution Case.
Our product, the Caution Case, is a warning system for people who get absorbed in their phones while on the move. The product is similar to the pedestrian detection features in most modern cars. A small infrared sensor, mounted to the top of a phone and slightly angled forward, will detect any objects up to a meter in front of the person. When an object is detected that is less than a meter away, a notification is pushed to the user's screen to alert them to look up, giving them enough time to avoid the detected obstacle. To avoid unnecessary alerts, the sensor will only detect obstacles in a 25-degree field in front of the user. The sensor will draw power directly from the external battery, rather than being plugged into the phone's charging port. To push notifications to the user's device, there will be an app that will control the sensor. To avoid excessive power draw and unwanted notifications, the app will make use of the device's built-in gyroscope. This way, the sensor will only be on and pushing notifications when the user is walking and using their phone simultaneously. The primary demographic of our product is people ages 18 to 24 years old. People in this age group are more likely to be fixated on their smartphone screen, distracting them from paying attention to their surroundings. Users in this demographic are also more likely to be walking around as a form of transportation. Our product will come in multiple sizes to fit a variety of different phones. However, given our market research, we anticipate the iPhone case will be the most popular. In order to fit the iPhone, the case must have a depth of 0.83 centimeters. It should also be 7.57 centimeters in width and have a height of 15.09 centimeters. Additionally, our case will require a sensor and a power source. The sensor we plan to use is an infrared long-range proximity sensor made by Sharp. The sensor measures 3.7 centimeters by 2.16 centimeters and is 1.89 centimeters deep. It should be mounted to the back of the case, centered along the vertical axis and flush with the top of the case. The power source will also be mounted to the back of the case, directly underneath the sensor. We will use a 5-volt rechargeable USB battery, as this meets the requirement for our sensor and also allows the user to recharge it easily as needed. The battery measures 2.5 centimeters by 9.1 centimeters by 2.5 centimeters. In addition to these requirements, Apple has multiple requirements that third-party cases must meet. The opening for the charging port at the bottom of the case must measure 1.205 by 0.630 centimeters and have full radii on the edges. The case must also allow a 120-degree opening around the edges of the touchscreen. The case itself should be made of a lightweight material, as the sensor and battery will add weight and users will not want to carry around a case that is too heavy. To accomplish this, the case will be made of polycarbonate, as this material will provide maximum protection for the phone, while also keeping the overall weight of the product low. We plan on making our polycarbonate case by injection molding. Injection molding is a manufacturing process in which molten material is forced into a mold where it cools and hardens in the shape of the mold's cavity. Injection molding will allow us to consistently create precise cases that will fit snugly onto the user's phone. Although injection molding has a high tooling cost, it scales very efficiently, and the per unit price will be extremely low if a large number of cases are produced.
The Caution Case is designed to be friendly to the body. There are a number of ways in which we will accomplish this. Primarily, the Caution Case warns users when they are about to bump into something. While this obviously increases the user's safety, we can also use our understanding of cognition and visual sensory systems to make the notification system as user-friendly as possible. We will design the notification settings to be completely customizable for the user's preference, with vibration, auditory, and visual alert options. Each of these categories will have user experience in mind. For example, our visual settings will have high contrast and include minimal graphics so that the user can read and easily interpret the message as efficiently as possible. We will also design the case to be flexible so that it is easy for all users to get on and off of their phones. It is also important to keep the weight of the case as low as possible so that it isn't a burden for the user to carry it around. The Caution Case should be adaptable to people of all sizes. as phone cases are simply designed to fit onto an existing product. One thing we will consider is how effectively our proximity sensor is when the case is held at different heights. For example, when a 95th percentile male is using our case, the sensor will be farther away from some obstacles than when a 5th percentile female is using it. Additionally, there are some obstacles that only apply to taller people, such as low ceilings or beams. We will have to make sure our case is able to detect the obstacles that are relevant to the user given based on their height. Body parts that are affected by or interact with our product include the hands, eyes, and brain. The hands are obviously important in that the caution case has to be comfortable and easy to hold for all of our users. It is also important to consider how our product interacts with the eyes and brain, as our notification system needs to be easy to identify and understand in a short amount of time. In the final stages of product development, we designed two aspects to the caution case: cushioned sides and slightly protruding corners. Adding cushion paneling to the vertical sides of our product provides our customers with vastly more comfortable handling experience than the typical phone case. Further, this will account for customers with hands of all different sizes, as people with smaller hands can have a tighter and more comfortable grip on their phone. This will reduce the strain on the user's hands because they will not have to stretch their hands as much. We're implementing protruding corners for our case to save our customers the worry of damaging their phone or worse, the sensor, if they happen to drop it. The updated design of the caution case will provide additional durability, comfort, and usability for our customers.
No.